What's up, guys? How you guys doing? All right, coffee. All right. So this is gonna be my new what the fuck videos, but for Fridays. This is me after the my break that I took in August. It's actually Saturday. I meant to make this video yesterday, Friday, but I had to do something for Paul, and I had some other obligations to do, so I couldn't do it on time. So I'm just catching up. Fuck it. So yeah, these types of videos. Before August, I was uploading them on Wednesdays, just to give an update on my channel or what's going on and stuff like that, or to respond to some questions. But me and the girlfriend, we were going to the movie theaters on Wednesdays, but then AMC, they introduced a kind of like Tuesdays where they do like $5 tickets or half off. They started to do the same thing on Wednesdays, and that just attracts like stupid ass people that don't know how to shut the fuck up in movie theaters. So we're like, whatever. We had to like switch our movie nights, so that's why I'm doing these videos now on Friday. That's one update. Another update is that basically, thankfully, I did all of my primary goals that I wanted to do in August. I worked on my car, doctor's appointments, dental cleaning, all this shit, and some other stuff, right? There's still a few things I need to do, right? But I could do that in my own time. But there were like some major things that I needed to take care of, and thankfully I did it all in August. So I'm pretty happy about that. Another thing is that during the month of August, I did go to a lot of events, and I did film them, and they are scheduled for the next few months, right? Usually Mondays, they're my vlog videos, so I have like a good amount already scheduled, right? And then, on top of what I'm doing currently, in the sense of like me going to events and scheduling more videos, so I already have a lot of videos scheduled all the way down to almost December by now, as well as gameplay videos and shit like that. So yeah, thankfully things are going good from my end. I'm glad that taking that a month off does help massively to like help me reset and put things more into perspective for me to like continue my progress with my channel. Right, so things are going good in that sense. I guess like the only major update that I want to announce is that after a lot of trial and error, I finally discovered that Meld Studio is a better option for me at the moment than OBS. I want to stick to my streaming schedule Tuesdays and Thursdays around 5 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. And the thing is that OBS was giving me problems. It would not send enough video to my YouTube, and it'll cause a lot of buffering and latency issues. I made a few comments about OBS, and that was recommended Meld. I gave that a try. I already tested it a few times. The cool thing about Meld is that you can stream and record at the same time, and like the way how it's designed is very simple. It's very basic, compared to something like OBS, right? So I already did like a couple of test streams with it, and it works well. I like it. Even the recording quality is great. So I'm gonna be start using Meld, and I'm gonna start doing more single person gameplay Tuesdays and Thursdays, 5 p.m. Pacific time. Trying to like market that. Another thing I want to try to do more is market my Ko-fi page and my Discord. I need to put that more into practice. Up to this point, I do appreciate like the few handful of people that subscribed and are helping me monthly. It does help massively, right? Along with the other donations that people contribute with, coffee and other good stuff. It does help me to continue doing my vlogs. Something I like to do. So I like to do like weekend activities and stuff like that. So those things do cost money, stuff like that. Which I mean, it's no problem. I was gonna do it anyways. But if people do help on a monthly basis, then it does help kind of like cover some the cost of a ticket or gas or something like that. So it is a massive help. So I do appreciate that, as well as like my Discord, where my Ko-fi and the Discord are combined. There is a general section on my Discord where anybody can chat with me. Just send me an email and I'll send you an invite link. But there is a Ko-fi section where there's like some hidden content that is not available for like the general public. Yeah, so I want to like give more of a incentive to get people to subscribe to my Ko-fi page. So one thing is basically me offering my editing advice, or just anything in general, like related to content creation. If I'm able to help you, if you have questions, then I'll respond to you, right? I have no problem answering those questions and spending the time with you and helping you with any issues, right? If you're stuck on Premiere Pro or you have a problem with it, or you don't understand something, you can send me a question through my Discord. When you have a membership with Ko-fi, because you get a specific role, so you're in a specific chat room, then I'll be more than happy to respond to your questions, right? But that is primarily for my Ko-fi members. Another thing I want to offer is that since I go to a lot of events where sometimes the theme of the events I go to are very adult oriented, I'm hiding that content in my Ko-fi members section as well, right? Mainly because I want to make sure I avoid any young people to watch that content. So if you're able to have a credit card or be able to join my Ko-fi page for as low as $1 a month, at least in my head, it kind of filters out the younger kids that don't have a credit card or a bank account or whatever, right? So most likely you're an adult that'd be able to subscribe to my monthly subscription, and you can get the Discord role. So now then you can be able to have access to these adult themed images. Now I'm gonna make sure that there's no extreme sexual content or anything like that, nothing too gross, right? But usually some of the events I go to, say like a burlesque show, and you have women that they're basically 95% nude, they just cover their, say like the nipples, but the rest is exposed. So stuff like that, I want to make sure that it's hidden behind a paywall that, like I said, is literally like $1 a month. But nothing too extreme. But I just want to mainly protect myself from having any young kids, underage kids, watching that stuff, from my end, right? Because I don't want to do that ever. So anyways, thankfully, I'm back. I'm rested. Things are going good from my end. I do appreciate the people that came back, started leaving comments after my month break. I do appreciate that. And the people that discussing, chatting with me in my Discord. So I'm having a lot of fun with that. So I'm going back to my routines and all the good stuff. So my channel is growing, with like-minded people, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. Oh yeah, and I guess the funny thing is that I've been suggested or asked about creating content for the month of August. That way, the whole month of August is not completely empty. So I thought about it, and I came up with the idea that since I live stream, as I'm streaming, I'll be recording the gameplay, and also a game with my friend Laura as well. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna combine all that gameplay into a single long video. Some of those videos can be up to 10 hours long or whatever. As we pass a video game, or I pass a video game. And basically, I'll just have those videos scheduled for the month of August, right? 10-hour videos of just games that I play with my friend Laura, or games that I play by myself, from completion, right? And that way, the month of August is not completely empty, my channel, just to have something scheduled. So that's what I decided to do for next year. Anyways, thanks again for hanging out. I'm back, and I appreciate all of your support, really do. So on to the next one. Talk to you guys later. Peace.